G'day guys, how are we doing today? Mr. Gogster, myself, bringing you guys a little back nine action here on a Friday night, breaking down this BMW Championship that's just been absolutely haywire, guys. You got people going 12 under. DeChambeau shot a 60 today. You won't see that in any. They said actually in the commentary there, guys. There's been more people going to the moon than there's been guys shooting in the 50s. So that just proves how tough it was. And DeChambeau had a 7-footer, just missed. But don't sleep on Cantley, guys. Everyone's been talking about DeChambeau and what he did there. I'm getting right into it, guys. Shout out to Pub Sport Radio, Pub Sports Radio. Check them out, guys. Twitter. Sorry, I was gonna say Facebook. Their website and also Discord. A lot of shit's always going on there. They got a fight show going on right now, I believe, still on the channel as well. So Pub Sports Radio, guys, one-stop shop, as I like to say. But back to this golf, guys. Patrick Cantley, he was 15 under after his last 25 holes, I believe it was, or 26. He was just going absolutely lights out. It was just next level. So guys are going low. Don't think that what you guys see at the top of the leaderboard is going to be what holds up, because I highly doubt that. And we got a little guy we're going to add as the outright that we don't have on our six-pack already, which is looking damn mighty fine. Actually, if you want to bring that up right now, Victor, throw our six-pack up there. It's looking pretty damn good. We got Alexander Schauffele, who went 9 under today. He's having a great round. DJ's -7. Only issue with DJ so far, guys, has just been his putting. He's getting there. He's putting himself in great situations. It's just he's got to be able to make a little bit more putts. But you know what? At -7, like I said there, he's 9 back. But that's still, guys are going 7, 8 under. Anything can happen. He's not out of the mix yet, guys. So he's also in the top 20. We have him top 20. Rory McIlroy, -10. Nothing bad to say about Rory. Could have maybe made a couple more. What do we got here? His scrambling was 56%. Around the greens was also minus, but we were talking about the Wednesday show, guys. Around the greens is not going to matter nearly as much as some other courses. If you look at all the top guys in the leaderboard right now from our statistics, around the green don't matter anything. Don't matter much at all. Guys are in the negative, barely in the positive. It's putting, accuracy, and it's greens and regulation. Those are the 3 big stats that we're going to get into here on today's show. Victor Hovland, that could be the one disappointment we had on the card. He just can't putt to save his life. Victor Hovland, he's tops in accuracy, one of the top in greens and regulation, but he's losing strokes on the green, guys. -1.32 strokes. Victor Hovland just not having the greatest time out there, the Norwegian, but putting himself in good situations. Is he going to make some putts similar to Corey Connors? There's a lot of guys, even DJ we were just talking about, Berger. We'll get into those guys in a little bit. But if they can make some putts there, they're not out of contention by any means, guys. Victor Hovland is at -5. He's 11 back. It's quite a task. But again, with 2 rounds to go, tomorrow's going to be moving day, as we like to say in golf. So moving day, expect some guys to probably shoot -10 under again. There's going to be some weather too, guys. Look out for some rain. So it's going to play soft, deeper guys like Rory. Even M was pretty deep off the tee. Burns, Hovland, DJ, they should be taking advantage of these soft conditions. So look out for some rain tomorrow. Sammy Burns, though, he's right in the mix. Still has 1 hole to go tomorrow, guys. Play was suspended due to some thunder today. So a couple guys are going to finish up tomorrow. One of them is going to be Sam Burns, -11. He's 5 back, guys. We got him 50-1. 3 of our top 6 are in the top 20 right now. So you got to like what you're seeing. Just nothing bad to say about our guys right now. Shout out to everyone in the chat. The Hook, there he is. What up, team? What up, fam? Morikawa Fade is looking absolutely like a pizza coming out of the oven, just straight out of that stone oven, baby. Looking like you want to just, take it and eat it and just not even tell anyone. Unfortunately, we had to tell everyone here. No, not unfortunately, guys. Happy to tell the team about fading Morikawa. We have him 3 ways till Sunday. We faded him with DJ. We faded him with JT, and we faded him with Alexander. All of them looking pretty damn good. And if you guys are watching this tournament, Morikawa is just literally dragging himself, kind of like you were, if you wanted to leave and your parents were kind of keeping you around at the store, somewhere you didn't want to be, you just want to go home. That looks like Morikawa out there right now. He still, unfortunately, he made the cut. There's no cut at this event, guys. Top 70 in this field, top 30 move on. He's going to move on no matter what. So Morikawa, it's more or less practice rounds for the guy. So you guys are going to want to be fading him. Unfortunately, there's no matchup bets out right now just because of the damn rain delay. They're going to probably be up within the next hour. But Morikawa, guys, you got to be fading him. I imagine the sports books here, they're not going to be giving us the greatest of lines or even matchups. Probably the lines are probably just going to juice it, so it's almost unplayable. But Morikawa is definitely not looking good for sure, the hook. And 2 picks against him and 2 against Hovland. Yeah, Victor Hovland, we were just talking about him. He's putting himself in great situations, Hook. If he can just make some more putts, he's going to be there. Is he going to make those putts? That's the question. We're figuring out he doesn't like to putt nearly as much as, say, like guys like Cantlay, even Rory, Burns. These guys are lighting up the putting categories. So we'll see. We got a lot of time left, but Victor Hovland putting himself in good spots. And last guy on the list there, guys, Charlie Hoffman, had a good couple holes in the first round, but he didn't really do a whole lot. Just kind of really middled the whole time. Now what is he? We got a -4. He's got a couple holes left for tomorrow, but Hoffman overall, guys, 292 off the tee, 46% accuracy. There's the big issue right there. Hook and I could probably hit more fairways than this guy is. That's not going to get it done. 46% off the tee, 75% greens in regulation. And he's gaining strokes surprisingly and putting 0.6. But maybe if he straightens out the drives, Hoffman can do a little more for us. There's a 6-pack breakdown for you guys. One more player we're going to pretty much going to have to add. Add. No questions about it. We have him top 20. I don't know why we didn't just have this guy as our 6-pack. It's like I knew I didn't want to take Victor Hovland top 20. At Sung J.M. If you guys watched the show on Wednesday, I talked about Sung J.M. and how strong he's looked and how much he likes playing on bent grass. Sung J.M., guys, 82% of the fairways he's hitting. His greens in regulation are 77%. Around the green, he's even gaining strokes, which you like to see. And then he's 73% with his scramble, plus 1.52 in approach. He's doing absolutely nothing wrong. He's only 4 strokes back here, guys. He's got a hell of a shot. He's hitting way more greens than DeChambeau, more greens than who else do we got here? More greens than Cantlay, even Rahm. A lot of these guys are bombing it off the tee, but they're not necessarily hitting the fairways. Speaking of Rahm, we got to talk about Rahm, guys. Rombo, he's just another breed. Even though he's missing the fairways, he's still getting it out of the rough. It's absolutely insane. Same with DeChambeau. That's why he shot the -12. 50% of the fairways are not going to get it done for DeChambeau over this tournament, and that's what he's doing right now. Yeah, guys, if you guys are looking at DeChambeau or asking about him, it's hard for me to trust him. I didn't take him. We actually faded him with our Koepka matchup, which Koepka, I believe, is around -7, -8 right now. Still in the mix. Even though, guys, you're going to see a 6-7 gap in some of your matchup bets right now, it's not over, especially tomorrow being moving day. We've saw what these guys have been doing in the first couple of days. Look for this battle to not be over at the BMW Championship. Recap of our matchup bets quickly, guys. We had Koepka over Smith, which cashed, and then Palmer is going up against Mickelson and Higgs. And right now, Higgs is going 5 deep. So not looking like we're going to cash that. As I like to say, Peter's going to pay Paul. So moving on to tomorrow. I'll have to tweet out the matchup bets, guys. Follow me on Twitter just below there, Mr. Gogster, Eagle47_. I'll tweet out all the action. That's what I'll always do that for you guys. And we'll hashtag all the different, whatever the course is, BMW Championship, FedEx, whatever it is, we'll have it covered for you guys, as I like to say, here at Pub Sports Radio. Keeping it going here, top players to watch out for. We already went over that. M is going to be one of the strong players we want to look at. One more is going to be, we're talking about him earlier, DJ and Berger. DJ and Berger, guys, they're not doing a whole lot wrong at all. The only thing is it's the putting. -0.45 for Daniel Berger, and same as DJ. He's losing about 0.5 strokes on the putting green, but they're putting themselves in great situations, guys. They historically like putting on bent grass as well, especially DJ. We're talking about him on the Wednesday show, how much the guy loves playing up here in the last 10 years. He's won, I believe, at least 10 tournaments on bent grass. So look for DJ. He's 125-1. If you guys want to throw a couple bucks on him, I wouldn't say no, but I'm just going to give you the one that's Sung J.M. at 25-1. I think he's got a great shot here. We were talking about him earlier. All of his stats are leading towards a guy that's going to be playing well and playing well for a while here, guys. Nothing's really backfiring on him. Soft conditions should be fine. A lot of holes are left to right, similar to what Rahm likes to do. And he just looks hungry, guys. We noticed Sung J.M. last year and how well he was playing, winning tournaments. He hasn't done that this year, but he's really coming around. And 25-1, only 4 back at a course like this, no brainer. Let's go, Sung Jae Im, put it on the card. Yeah, guys, one more, Van Rooyen. He's in 45th to start the tournament in the FedEx. He's now 33rd. Top 30 go on. Look out for this guy, Van Rooyen, in a matchup bet. He could very well be a bet on. He's won a tournament at the Barracuda, I believe it was, just before the playoffs started. He was in the mix at the Northern Trust. So Eric Van Rooyen playing really good golf right now. Speaking of the FedEx standings, guys, let's go over that quickly. FedEx Cup's projected standings have DeChambeau number 1. Rahm, I did this a couple hours before Rahm went nuts. Rahm would be number 2. Cantlay number 3. Finau number 4. Cam Smith number 5. Thomas 6. Answer 7. English 8. Morikawa 9. Spieth, surprisingly Spieth. I haven't talked much about Jordan Spieth, guys. Losing his putting, losing his around the green. It's not looking good for a guy that had such a, you could say, promising chance to win this FedEx Cup, but he's really falling off at the wrong time. He's 10th right now. Sam Burns 11th, and Alexander Schauffele is 12th in the FedEx standings projections. We'll talk about more about the projections and how it breaks down, guys. This is completely different at East Lake come Thursday. We'll talk about it Monday. 3 p.m. Eastern here at Pub Sports Radio. There's going to be whoever's the top in the FedEx standings, guys, is going to be -10. Second -8, third -7. That's what they're starting with. So if you're all the way back at 30th, 26th to 30th, you're starting at even par. And you're going up against the top guys who have 10 strokes. It doesn't really seem that fair, but, that's just the way it is. They want the top guys to make a lot of money, and it just kind of rotate the guys at the bottom, kind of like a Premier League relegation system. But yeah, that's the FedEx Cup projected standings. Some key stats you're going to want to look at going forward in this tournament, guys. Greens in regulation, it's absolutely huge. The rough's only going to get longer here, so around the green's going to come more into play than it has in the previous tournaments. So look for greens in regulation around the green. Like we're saying, it's going to grow out, so that's going to be more important, and also accuracy. If you're not accurate off the tee, then how are you going to put yourself in chances to make birdies? Yeah, DeChambeau, you could say, and Rahm were doing that. Rahm was 62%, and DeChambeau was 50% off the tee. But they have the muster. They got the power to get it out of the rough and put it on the green like they're sitting right on the fairway. So overall, when you're playing still, you got 36 holes to go. You're going to want to be putting yourself in good spots. Scrambling is going to be huge. Just looking at some scrambling stats, they were right around even, guys. I don't have it right on me, but I know it wasn't anything that was alarming. So look for those two guys. If they start putting in the fairway, Rahm and DeChambeau, they're gone. It's kind of inevitable. They're just going to take advantage of their distance off the tee, and one of those two are going to win. But if they start getting a little left and right, having to just hit in rough that it's going to be unknown. The rough, guys, it's at some spots it's going to be 4 feet deep. So it's not going to be easy, even as, like we're saying, how strong these guys are. Yeah, look out for Rahm and DeChambeau. We're not taking them just because the value is completely gone. Like I said on the Wednesday show, guys, we don't think DeChambeau is going to be able to hold his driver going forward. Moving forward here, guys, we'll go another 5 or 10 minutes. There's not a whole lot to talk about, unfortunately. We wish we had the matchup bets up. I'm going to leave you guys with 5 or 6 guys to bet on and 5 or 6 to bet against. If you just checked below on the banner, you'll see Sung Jae Im. We already gave him out 25-1. You can bet that at FanDuel, wherever it is, up here in Canada, 365, or even mybookie.ag as one of our sponsors there. I should be shouting out. Shout out to MyBookie AG. They should have him up as well. Moving on here, let's get into some of the guys we're betting on. We're talking about earlier, Daniel Berger, he's going to be a bet on, and DJ's a bet on, M's a bet on, Van Rooyen's a bet on, and let's talk about one more for you here, guys. Some people that are projected that have gained the most standings in the FedEx Cup is going to be Sergio Garcia this week, guys. He was 44th in officially to start this FedEx Cup. He's projected to be 23rd now, so he's gaining 21 rankings. Sorry, guys, words aren't coming to me right now. Oh, not supposed to say that. Garcia, he's plus 21. Munoz, 59 to 43rd, plus 16. Wise, 58 to 42nd. Swafford, 40th to 28th. Casey 54th to 44th. I wouldn't look at Casey. I still can't trust the guy with his putting. He is doing a little bit better right now, but overall, I wouldn't trust Casey. Hudson Swafford, he's not doing anything wrong. He's been playing really good golf. He's actually in the mix right now. I wouldn't be betting against him. He'd be more of a bet on. Aaron Wise, another guy who's playing really good golf. He's in 42nd right now. Going to be tough for him to make the top 30, but he's playing some good golf. Wouldn't be betting against Aaron Wise. Sebastian Munoz as well, 59th to 43rd. Been in the top of the mix. Olympics, it's Northern Trust. He's playing really good golf. And Sergio Garcia, we're just talking about him, 44th to 23rd. So Sergio would be one of the guys I'd be looking at right now. His ball striking is immaculate. If you're hitting fairways like he is, and just able to hit greens too, his approach is nearly as good as his fairways or his distance and accuracy is off the tee. So Sergio Garcia, if he continues to make putts like he is, look for this guy to make some noise and even in some matchup bets, guys. So moving on here to guys we're going to be fading. Ortiz, Carlos Ortiz, he started off 49th. He's now projected to be, he started off 38th. He's projected to be 49th. Does not have it off the tee at all right now. Cameron Tringali is going to be the second one. He's +1. Tringali is hitting 58% of the fairways, 61% of greens, -1 in putting. Just a huge fade. There's a guy I want you guys to bet against once the line comes up. That's going to be Cameron Tringali. Shout out to The Hook, everyone else in the chat there. If you have any more questions about any golfers, anyone you're just wondering about, you're going to want to bet when the lines come up, shoot it in there. Or even shoot me a message on Twitter, Eagle47, and we can chat it up and go over some angles and give you guys my best insight on this golf. I've been watching this since it started. Weather delay didn't matter. We were still watching the previous couple holes. So we're all about the golf, guys. We love it. More guys to fade. Leishman, Mark Leishman, the Australian. He's going to be 78% accuracy off the tee. Not too bad. Actually, 80% greens in regulation. But he's losing strokes with his scramble. You know what? Just looking at his numbers here, guys, I'd hold the phone here on Mark Leishman. If the guy's hitting 78% of his fairways and 80% of the greens, he's only losing 0.6 strokes in his putting. That's not, and for a world-class player like Mark Leishman, he could almost be a bet on. Depending on who he's against, look out for Mark Leishman, guys. We might have some milk money on him going forward. Brandon Grace, here's a guy you want to fade. 69% of his fairways he's hitting, 61% of his greens, and he's losing 0.5 strokes on the putting green. That's a guy we want to fade big time. 63% scramble too, not getting it done. One more for you guys is going to be Russell Henley. Russell's hitting 71% of his fairways, 77% of his greens, but he's losing 2 strokes on bent grass putting surfaces. So he did this also at the Northern Trust. Russell Henley, he seems to still have nightmares from that missed putt he had in the playoff that St. Jude Classic that he could have won, but unfortunately lost. And our guy Abraham Answer decided to take that when we didn't have him. That's golf. Patrick Cantlay, thank you, Patrick Cantlay. I tweeted about Patrick Cantlay, guys, on the early show or just on Twitter. Patrick Cantlay, watching golf and being one of my favorite players. He's in such a groove right now. The only issue is how can he continue to do this? He's very good, though, at hitting precise second shots with irons. I'm telling you that right now. And he's doing that to a tee. He's not even trying either. Off the tee has been his one issue. Sometimes he's a little off. He can be a little wayward with his driver. He's picking up the tee, guys, before it's even hit the ground. You know, if you're doing that, it's a good shot. What else? He's nailing putts. He's one of the guys here that are not missing putts on the low side. A lot of guys that are missing putts low side, long term, it's not good. Trust me. They got to take 6-7 times before they make that. Guys that are like Cantlay that are just giving it that higher line or missing a little high side. That's a much better sign. I'm telling you guys, he's rolling the putter so well right now. If he can maybe get to 14, 15 to 1 minimum, I'm going to tweet it out. I will bet Patrick Cantlay. I just think his game is just suited to a tee. He loves putting on bent grass greens. He did it at the CJ Cup. He won, and he also did, at the Zozo Championship, and he also did it at the Memorial. So Patrick Cantlay, I'm not going to fade him. I know some people on Twitter were saying, how long can he do this? This is an easy fade from this guy. No way, man. I would not be fading Patrick Cantlay right now. So that's just my 2 cents on Patrick. If we can get a nice numbers, 15, 16 to 1, I'll probably bounce on that, guys. Ego47 on Twitter. I'm going to tweet out my matchup bets tonight. Sung JM, we gave that out in the banner at the bottom. Fit 25 to 1, got a great chance, doing nothing wrong at this golf course. Seems like he's almost, I wouldn't say due, but he's going to be right in the mix come Sunday. Yeah, guys, that's going to almost be the show. The Hook's got one more question. Oh, man, Russ is struggling this week. Yeah, Russ Henley is, he's not doing a whole lot right. Cameron Champ as well, missing a lot of greens in regulation there, the Hook. Hoagie, 61% as well. Both those guys are losing strokes in putting. Sam Burns, he was leading at the end of the first round. Him and Rory, we got him in our outrights. Fortunately, he wasn't in the first round cut, but Sam Burns, he's got 70% of the accuracy hitting fairways, 80% of the greens, and he's gaining 1.6 strokes putting. Plus, he's 85% in scrambling. That's the best out of our top 12 here, our 12 guys we looked at. So Sam Burns, he would almost be a bet on guy as well. Rory McIlroy could also be one. He's not doing a whole lot wrong. He loves putting here, guys. 1.7 strokes gained. A couple sirens going off there. Sorry, guys. We're in the heart of the hood. No, I'm just playing with you. Xander Schauffele, he's number 1 on our 6-pack. I wouldn't be betting against him either. Gaining 1.6 strokes on the putting green, 70% accuracy and greens in regulation, 81% scrambling, another great sign. Guys that aren't scrambling well, the roughs, like we were talking about just a couple minutes ago, guys, the rough's going to be super long here at this course. It's only growing out more, so look for the scramble game to come more into play. If you're not hitting greens in regulation, and that's more important than the fairways, guys. If you're not hitting the greens in regulation, it's going to be a struggle. Yeah, we'll tweet out our action. There's not a whole lot more to go on about. Rahm and DeChambeau, we think, are going to be near the top. Come Sunday, the odds are out of whack right now. Only way they don't, guys, is if they're wayward off the tee, because their second shots right now are just too money. It's hard to see them not sticking shots, even if they're just off the fairway or in the second cut or first cut. So, yeah, I'll tweet on my action, fellas, in probably a couple minutes. They should be up in the next hour. I got a busy night ahead of here. We are going to be up all night. So check me out, Ego47 on _. We'll tweet out all of our action here. BMW Championship, PGA here, guys. A back 9 with myself, Mr. Gogster. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's Friday night. Go enjoy yourself. Saturdays, the weekend's upon us, so get after it, cash those tickets, and we'll see you at the winner's circle. Cheers, guys. Leche, Elos, bookmakers.